A teen pop star destined for legend status.
There was just hit after hit.
If you didn't like Brantair and the rest of the Muggles, then you were just lame.
It was a real-life fantasy that transformed into a nightmare.
I mean, one moment he's on top of the world. The next he was passed out on the stage, and paramedics rushing in.
His was a life sent spinning out of control, and no one saw it coming.
That dude fell to earth hard.
He was lost, man. Lost.
But would there be one more song to sing?
Nobody could believe what they were seeing, yet there it was, and it was stunning.
Still, would it all be over before it began?
We were all like, what the hell happened? I thought Brantair was all good. The whole place was chaos and utter panic.
Brantair DeMarco, not his real name, and his twin sister Rachel, Ray for short, were born to unassuming parents in an unassuming neighborhood. It's a story that could have taken place anywhere in the world. But what wasn't so ordinary was how Brantair took to music almost straight out of the womb.
When he was 7, he was already playing violin, guitar, piano, and even some horns.
By the time he was 11, he was starting bands with his best friend, who would later become known as J. Dog McPhee.
This all started when we were kids, when you wanna, Bobby, now you hear what I did.
Oh, I mean, wait. No, really, it's a group effort.
The whole name thing was something they picked up from their favourite music artists from the world of hip-hop and punk.
Their heroes all performed under stage names, so why wouldn't they?
And it wasn't long until videos of them performing at birthday parties and backyard barbecues went viral online.
The public's fascination wasn't just about a group of cute, precocious kids doing something you'd expect from those much older and world-wise. They were good. Like, really good.
I don't know why I just said that. You know I'm kidding, right, Jay?
Whatever, dude.
See? It's just our thing.
Sure.
Soon they were climbing up all sorts of charts, appearing on all the playlists.
These are just Sundays or whatever.
But that would all change when the Muggles performed at a major music award show.
Everything about this scene seemed out of character. Not bad, just different. The music, his clothes, even the way he was talking. It was like Brantier was either going through a major identity shift or he wasn't in control of himself.
Well, one thing was the same for sure. Brantier always had to poke fun at J-Dog. In this case, the singer was wearing an I'm with stupid shirt, and on the bottom, there was additional text that read, and by stupid, I mean the drummer. There were actually plans to sell the shirts at upcoming concerts as a prank on J-Dog. Everybody assumed it was all in good fun, but also weren't entirely sure.
This next artist has had a remarkable run of 17 hit singles. Will this be number 18? Here they are, debuting a new sound. It's the Muggles.
Wait till the feelings come, and the agony died. I thought nothing could break us apart, except my damaged heart. Now back to the start.
Epic proportions and epic love. There's no other perspective man spinning a single moment. It's crazy, literally.
I've forsaken love for some short life. I've lost control.
Brantier started gyrating his body and limbs. Then his face just went blank and he collapsed on stage.
Oh, brilliant. Brantier's all blocked up again.
I had no idea what was going on, but it was some freaky stuff. Was he on drugs? It was anyone's guess.
The whole place was chaos and utter panic. Was this a nervous breakdown? I just kept thinking, what is going on?
The singer had suffered a grand mal seizure. While not every brain tumor patient has had one, it is one of the most common warning signs that something is very wrong.
When Brantier broke out into a full fit on stage, nobody knew what was going on. Pop stars aren't batting on a full wicket in general, but was this an act or were we watching someone die? All I knew was this would be the main source of tittle-tattle for days to come.
A night that was to be the start of a new era for Brantier and the rest of the Muggles had turned into mass confusion when the young artist wound up in the hospital.
Imagine for a second being an 18-year-old pop star while other kids your age are headed to the senior prom. You're selling out arenas. Going from that, though, to brain surgery and physical rehab, now that would do a number on your mind.
I don't think he processed the seriousness of what his doctors were telling him. He acted like he could just take a pill and go back to being a rock star.
Bless that boy's heart. He was more confused than a bagel in a bucket of grits.
Say, Doc, I don't think you understand. Kind of no big deal. I'm in this. Hey, this the sickness was? Oh man.
It's not a rumor. You have a brain tumor. In this case, tumor means cancer.
How long is this gonna take? There's a world tour at stake.
I'm afraid many questions we just can't answer.
No, I'm the chaotic anti-genesis. And just so you know, I'm gonna beat this.
I'm not gonna lie, dealing with this should get easier in time, but frankly, you're in for a tough ride.
Oh yeah, someday we'll all just look back and laugh at that time I had brain cancer.
It was only as he was being wheeled back to his hospital room that the gravity of his situation sunk in.
You'd think someone like Grantaire wouldn't have to worry about money for medical bills. Things would get complicated for even the most financially stable patients. The modern music industry just doesn't give much to the actual artists.
And the American healthcare insurance system, it's pretty much designed to make things as stressful as possible.
Sorry, love, I need your name and your birthday. And can you sit up and let me put this on your arm? Now open up. So we got a Sam rock and roll star. Looky there, I see a cranial scar. Got a headache and you want some relief. That'll cost 50 smackers. Here, sign the sheet. And here, and here. And here, use the bathroom as a button on the wall. It's over there, labeled cold. Please don't sue if you happen to fall.
So money was one thing, but then there was the whole life or death question.
Like, people visiting the hospital had no idea what to expect, so they often told Brantier what they thought he wanted to hear. You know, things like, "You look great," and stuff like that. But that kind of well-intentioned action can just cause more mental trauma.
And now, one of his bandmates was talking in these vague terms, between questions about mortality and violences, and of course, figuring out exactly what was going on, while drifting in and out of consciousness.
but life must be moving on, right? We got some gigs with the band that's big, and we all wish you could be there. But the boss says your bills are quite the bill, so it's time to hit the road. Taking the lead as the face of the group. It's not as good as with you. Please don't let it go to your head. Good guys, bad guys, everyone in disguise. We're all on your side. Oh, so we say, but we won't never play with your mind.
This would be overwhelming for anyone to process, let alone someone who has just been through multiple brain surgeries. One day you're performing for the world, the next you literally can't wipe your own ass.
Your mind can go weird places when you're alone in a hospital room.
You may be hopeful for this being the impetus to doing great things.
You may ask yourself if how you feel now is forever.
You may fear everything being terrible.
The truth is nothing will be how you imagine. Recovering from surgery is only the beginning of an unusual ride.
Yet recovering from surgery was only the beginning for the teen celebrity. When we return, Brent Hare will start chemotherapy, radiation, and learn the truth about how living with cancer is more than facing down one's mortality.
Do you suffer from low energy? How about an inability to just stay focused when you need to get things done? Do you want to lose 10 pounds in time for beach season? They all laughed at me for taking this magical cure until I defeated cancer. Would you believe the magic of our special beet juice and fish formula can solve all these problems and more? The winning combination of beets and trout, paired with our patented blend of chard and mangold, dates back to the 1500s, so it's gotta be completely proven. It survived 5 of history's deadliest plagues, and now you can channel its secrets to defeat anything life throws at you.
The
fatigue after the critical treatment phase can be overwhelming. It's not like you didn't sleep well last night. It's like you've been unplugged. And napping and watching TV all day isn't the dream life most think it is.
And that fatigue is just the beginning of problems that go way beyond living and dying.
Slowly but surely, his friends disappeared. The small circle that remained included his sister and his niece.
And while his friends were disappearing from his life, physical issues started showing up. Things like intense fatigue and bad balance. Oh, and the bills started coming too for all the things insurance doesn't cover.
Can I trade it in? When did the old one cease and the new one begin? Can I keep the blessings and throw away the pain? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Well, actually I am. And if you ask how I'm doing, I'll tell you I'm okay, but I'm lying. Really, I just need to get out of bed.
Six strings, 6 points of view. Well, 5 actually, the high E is broken. Rosewood fretboard, solid body, P90 pickup, bridge position only. It's been beat up, and it's nothing special, but it's all I need. I've done the job so many times before. All I have to do is plug in and fly away. Something's wrong. My strumming hand seems fine, but my fret hand? One more thing gone. Piece by piece, I'm disappearing, getting smaller every day. First my balance, then my vision, then my energy, then my memory, and now this. Is this a chance to adapt? Or is this hell? In any case, I want to make use of the one thing that I have left. Rage. I want to keep on living? Is it better to burn out? Or to fade away? I feel like I'm doing both. Who am I? Where am I? What am I? Why am I? Can someone please tell me? When does it all end?
Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending upon your perspective, science has no exact answers with cancer. Every person is different.
Just a couple of months after being released from the hospital and an inpatient physical rehab center, Brantier would begin radiation and chemotherapy. This is known as the critical treatment phase of the cancer experience, but as Brantier would soon learn, the cancer journey goes on much further than this point.
The start of chemo marked an awareness that all this cancer stuff was way more than life or death. It changes everything. But fortunately, Brantier had all the spirits of cancer past to help navigate the psychological storm he was just entering.
Hey. Hey, you. Hey, you heard me.
Dude.
The lady is speaking to you.
Who, me?
Dang.
Yeah, you sitting there on your phone thinking anyone will text you back.
What?
You have no idea, do you?
Newbie.
Don't you know you've been ghosted?
Don't you know you've been ghosted?
Ghosted? This guy.
Yeah, cancer ghosted.
It's when all of your friends get scared off by your diagnosis. Don't know what to say.
Yeah, rules.
So we'll explain it to you now. I don't know about that.
We got company.
Incoming nurses. Hold on.
Commandments?
Cancer never really ends. No matter what your dog says.
It'll haunt you emotionally and or physically until you are dead. But my medical team said all cancer side effects were easily manageable.
Oh, kid. You've got a lot to learn.
What kind of cancer do you got anyway?
I have brain cancer.
OMG.
Why is everyone looking at me like that? It's not as bad as bone or pancreatic cancer, right?
Truth be told, no cancer is better or worse than any other.
They all suck, regardless of time, location, or stage.
Actually, brain cancer is graded, not staged.
Okay, lady.
Everyone has an
because you'll have insomnia from dark thought. Well, you'll also just be tired.
Get yourself a notepad, 'cause your memory will be incredibly bad.
You'll forget what pills you just took, and that junk isn't a game.
Sometimes it's so bad I can't remember my dog's name.
If someone asks how you're doing, just say fine.
Normies don't understand the complexity of that questioning line.
It's just easier that way.
Identity issues will send you down a maze, and watch out for that post-cancer hoe phase.
Don't forget to keep on living. You're not dead yet. Act like it.
As Brantier was only starting to come to terms with his new life, his old bandmates continue like business as usual.
Tonight we have the Muggles live on our stage performing their new song Buzz Bomb without Brantier, who should be dead any day now. Former drummer J-Dog McPeed has clearly taken the reins with this smoker. Here they are, the Muggles.
You know what? We all have to die. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for the Buzz Bomb? Something to say. You know who you are. Sometimes truth hurts. We've been friends since third grade, like blood brothers, promises made. Your secrets from attack gets repaid with a knife in my back. Shattered bonds, bruised and black. Talking trash is all you know. Come on, man, you know it's true. Now karma's come for you. Get ready to feel the Buzz
Did Brantier see this? Dude was sitting at home doing nothing but missing his old life. He couldn't help but check in on his old bandmates. He saw it and he was livid.
As the Muggles head back up the charts with their new hit Buzz Bomb, founding member and chief songwriter Brantaire DeMarco suffers with a devastating cancer diagnosis. I sat down with fellow founding member and new chief songwriter J. Dog McPhee to see what life was like without their friend.
We hate to say it, but Brantaire is basically a man waiting to die. We couldn't let all the Muggle heads out there die along with him, too.
That's the latest scoop from NBC News. One-time musical whiz kid Brantaire DeMarco is a dead man walking.
Would be expected, it wasn't long before the media came calling to see what was going on.
You're on the run and stuck in a wheelchair. No money, no insurance, no hope. Are those zombie nurses friend or foe? There's no time to figure it out. This is Hospital Escape. Can you survive all the obstacles to freedom? Will you ever sleep in your own bed again? This is the game that pits you against an uncertain diagnosis. Exclusively for colorectal consoles from Gynecol Games.
Thank you for upgrading to the Red Devil operating system. I'm Marvin 3000, your virtual assistant for all tasks. Just ask me a question and I'll take care of the rest.
Computer, can you tell me about brain cancer?
Are you sure you want to go further?
Yes, I think.
Late-night cancer searches of the computational matrix often result in feelings of anxiety and despair.
Thanks, but please just give me some answers.
Frankly, I'm already concerned about what you might learn.
Come on, Marvin, let's just get on with it.
Okay then, but this won't be fun for either of us. You'll die. I hope you are satisfied with this knowledge.
I'm not really, but aren't we all gonna die someday?
Yes, but you will die far sooner than most. Maybe not today, but it will happen. Each day you exceed the anticipated survival range. The odds of your death increase.
But people tell me I don't look sick.
You may look fine externally, but you are definitely dying slowly inside. My condolences in advance.
Thank you? This really isn't helping.
My analysis of your brainwave extractions has determined you are experiencing feelings of anxiety and despair as I predicted. Life may be an illusion, but facing the end of your own mortality has left you struggling to clean up the debris of a future unmade.
Those are some deep thoughts, Marvin.
Thank you. I also dabble in poetry. Would you like to hear a joke about death?
What? I'm confused.
It might help you develop a sense of control over the mass chaos of cancer.
Excuse me?
Perhaps this will help you better understand. So thanks for all the fish. This cancer life is such a delicious fish. If you can't mock the thing that's trying to kill you, then what the hell can you do? A little dark humor will be lost on most, but for you it's an effective coping strategy.
But I don't feel like I'm dying. I just feel a little off.
That is a common occurrence with terminal cancer patients. Some days you may forget you are infected and question the validity of your diagnosis. But make no mistake, you will soon be as dead as Fortran. So long and thanks for all the fish. This cancer life is such a delicious fish. If you can't block the thing that's trying to kill you, then what the hell can you do? Look at this, look at her. A tasteless joke helps you strike back. You're like a box-trotting-as cat when the MRI machine goes rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. You're somewhere in between living and dead with an unpredictable tumor in your head. The duality of your existence means you need a resistance. Dark thoughts may linger, so I say give it all the middle finger. So thanks for all the fish. This cancer life is such a delicious fish. If you can't block the thing that's trying to kill you, then what the hell can you do? So thanks for all the fish. This cancer life is such a delicious fish. If you can't block the thing that's trying to kill you, then what the hell can you do?
So I make fun of it basically all the time.
We know it's serious, but this is how we deal with it, is we tell stupid jokes to get through all of the seriousness of it. We don't have time to really worry about it too much anymore because we've already had our breakdown. We've already cried enough.
I need that like I need another hole in the head. So it's just,
yeah.
If you can't mock the thing that's trying to kill you, what can you do? So I make fun of it basically all the time.
This is NBC News.
We're starting this hour with an exclusive interview with teen music sensation Brantair DeMarco. He's hot off the charts and into the cancer ward with a devastating diagnosis. He sat down with our own Bronwyn Taylor-Jones to discuss his impending death.
if you dare. Do you aspire to inspire, or just to make us cry? Brilliant. Give us some time and the viewers will think that they care. Right then, let's launch countdown missiles spreading fake tears around the globe.
What the hell have I got myself into this time? What is this lady up to?
About the interview? Look, I learned a long time ago to leave emotion and kindness out of my reporting. If it bleeds, it leads, and Brantaire was as bloody as Carrie at the spring ball in that moment. So piss off if you don't like the questions I ask.
After the reporter left, he was in a mood. things only got worse with a knock at the door.
He discovered J-Dog McPhee making a surprise visit. He had no idea why he was at his house. And he really didn't care.
Hey there, buddy. Can we talk?
You. Leave.
Angry or not with his personal relationships, Brantaire still had to keep up with his regular rotation of MRIs and blood tests. Every 3 months like clockwork, it could become like being trapped in an infinite loop of paranoia and fear.
His life had changed so much. He went from being a pop star to a very mortal human with just a handful of friends. Really just his twin sister and caregiver. It was only natural to expect that he spent much of his time reviewing his past through pictures, videos, and recordings from his rise to fame.
Is it over now? Sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes it feels like it'll never end. But I must find a way to keep going. Is this torture? Is this reward? I'm not sure. But I must move forward. And I can't forget where I came from. What's the point of trying to live? If I'm just gonna die. But I will move forward. I must find a way for myself, for those who no longer can.
Are you just gonna sit there? Living in the past? Waiting to die? Or are you gonna move forward? Come on, just give it a try. You know you want to.
But my voice is broken. It's been destroyed by treatments. I don't have control. I don't have tone.
Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. Quit making excuses.
This is rough. It's hard. I'm definitely not who I used to be.
Give it a go. Come on. You may not be able to sing like you used to, but you can still sing. Well, sort of. This is who you are. This is who you are. You don't have to do it the way you first imagined it, but you have to do it. Focus on what you already know about music and adapt around your weaknesses. It'll be different, but maybe it'll be better. And if nothing else, you'll make some new memories. Ones that you can be proud of. Ones that all the others who have fallen can be proud of. Now go live. Now go live. Now go live.
As Brantaire discovers more complication in his new life, will he choose to go with the flow, fall deep into depression, or rise above? Next.
Rembodexatine is the only drug that comes in a unique rainbow capsule. Rembodexatine. Ask that friend you haven't spoken to since junior high all about Pembrodexatine. They definitely know more than a trained and licensed medical professional. Pembrodexatine has been shown to be 12% effective in petri dishes and never clinically tested on humans. Pembrodexatine may cause explosive diarrhea, extreme constipation, oozing facial sores, and death. You should avoid talking to a doctor about Pembrodexatine. Pembrodexatine is available only by sending funds directly to our app. You should avoid Pembrodexatine if you're allergic to Pembrodexatine. With Pembrodexatine, you can have it all.
Over the coming few years, Brantaire would find himself in an endless loop of medical care. This meant brain scans every 3 months, IV drug infusions and blood work every 3 weeks, and anti-seizure medications every day.
Where'd they go?
You don't exactly bounce back to your old self after brain surgery and treatments, and sometimes never.
There were modifications to his home for his physical issues and travel to see the best specialists he and his sister could find. The total impact of a cancer diagnosis is way more than life or death.
Initially, the Muggles management said they'd cover all of his medical bills, but months passed and that never really happened.
Some of his old friends did come to visit, but most didn't stay for long.
These friends weren't willing to give money to help pay his bills, but they had some creative ideas for beating cancer. Since Brantaire was desperate for their company and to fix himself, he was very suggestible, whether the ideas were scientifically proven or not.
Mindset is a cure. But one more day, dizzy drowsy is all I'm really wanting for. I don't know. hurt to try. Couldn't hurt to try. Who am I kidding? Couldn't hurt to try. I'm no good at this. Oh well. On to the next. Myself anyway. I'm all done crying.
Hey, bud, have you tried the power of positive thinking?
Would you?
Hey, buddy. Have you considered making some major changes to your diet? You know, eating more beets and getting right with the Lord.
Aren't you that guy from that one band? You're supposed to be dead or something? You don't look sick to me.
Oh, come on, man. Just give me this. I want to believe.
Bronterre eventually found some direction and motivation to work on what little music he could. It came from talking to other patients going through the same thing. It was really nice to see this change in him. But with each rush of productivity, he'd be crushed by yet another death from his new circle of friends he'd made through cancer social media avenues and support groups.
Some people have said, how can you feel so bad? You didn't meet that person in person. I said, I know more about them than most of the friends I've ever had in my life. This is so fucking personal. You wouldn't have that with a lot of your friends. It's hard. It's hard. Your life changes totally. And guess what? I look fine now, but it could happen really fast. I mean, there's people who have gone from being just like I am to dead in a week, literally. It just goes and you're gone.
Just got word about you.
always the same. We spoke just yesterday, but you didn't tell me everything. Yesterday caught me. Yesterday caught me. Now I can't help but wonder, why is it always me left behind? I can't help but wonder, is this a blessing or a curse? One more gone,
And now it's just me.
one more gone.
And it should have been me.
She was found in the morning. She was all alone. She was so much for so many. And none of us could be there at the end. The sad truth is the ones who understand most are the ones most likely to die. She always said, don't wait. She always said, don't wait. These are just the rules of the rules game. One more gone.
And now it's just me.
One more gone.
And it should have been me.
It's the same as if I had met them and we had had coffee together on a regular basis. It's just a different kind of coffee.
Very gravelly coffee that doesn't taste very
Yeah.
good, and they charge too much for it.
Way too much. And there's a copay on it too. You know? And I don't want to tip them.
The bills only got worse and worse, mostly because Brantair had been fortunate enough to live longer than the statistics predicted. This is just a part of what's called financial toxicity.
He'd spend hours on the porch of his sister's house trying to write his next hit song, but also believing that no one would ever hear it beyond the neighbours that would sometimes walk by.
Hey, bud. So good to see you.
It's been a while. So you're done with chemo and radiation.
So you're all good? You're looking great, you know, for someone with cancer.
In Brantair's mind, it all seemed pointless. To him, his life, and certainly his music career, was over.
Why the serious face? Come on, man, give us a smile. That's it, there you go.
Did he just say what I think he said? Yes, he said what I thought he said. No, no. I hear what you say, and now that you mean well, but don't take this the wrong way. The hell I can put on a Actually, I'm not. You see, I've been dealing with this shit for a while, and I think you should put yourself in my place and see if you can find a goddamn smile. I can put on a happy face, or I could burn this place to the ground. No, I won't put on a happy face, nor will I destroy this place, but I can live the life that put you at ease.
Hey man, you gotta get back out there. You gotta do it for the kids, man. The kids!
He tried, he really tried, but all the hurdles he was facing felt like too much. And he was a very angry person beneath it all.
And then there were costs, like adjustments to the house, just so he could get around. Want to see a better medical team about some promising new treatment? How is he going to get there since, as a seizure risk, he wasn't allowed to drive? Who was going to take him since all of his friends had disappeared? If it wasn't for his sister, one of the former biggest pop stars on the planet would be royally screwed. Beyond life and death, cancer is a roller coaster of emotions.
I've had enough of smiling, enough of the crying. I've had enough of cancer. I've had enough of graves. I've had enough of living right now, but never really came. I just vomit before I got out of the brain. Just throw out a party, more scandal, no shame. That's why I choose you, sir. Is that ribbon pink or blue? I'm sick of your awareness. I'm sick of you. No one understands English. The pain. Don't you know this cancer has messed with my brain? Fuzz, eat a day, 'cause I'm pumping a day. Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare and Merck. And don't forget one of the biggest insurers of them all. Giovanni.
At OK Chemo, we believe in dating for every diagnosis. We help patients find love until death do us part, or just a one-night stand to manage the anxiety of an uncertain mortality. Either way, no judgment here. No more scoping singles in the infusion room. No more asking your phlebotomist about that cutie on the other side of the lab. Our one-of-a-kind questionnaire matches you on the things you care about. Things like projected survival statistics, cancer stage, and whether your cells are ready to get busy dying or just ready to get busy. Sign up now and receive one free message to an OK Chemo match before your next hospitalization. Hurry, before your time runs out. Download the OK Chemo app tonight.
Skinsiety, the great equalizer for those of us living with cancer. It is a combination of, I can do this, I can handle what is to come, and then the waiting, and remembering Mark Twain. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Magnet is always on. What if they find something? What if they see something? Why did I have a headache last week? Was that my aura a few weeks ago? Was that a seizure last month? What if they find something?
Just breathe.
How many of these have I had? Why has my foot been twitching? What if it comes back? What if it's hum? Please let it be stable. I'm so tired. Why am I so tired? Do I mention that to the NO? What if they see something new? What if it's hum? Magnet is always on. Magnet is always on. Please let it be stable.
And then the waiting.
What if they find something? What if it's hum?
I can do this. I can handle what is to come. And remembering Mark Twain. I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Doing it for the kids was only part of the motivation to make music again. Frankly, Brantaire had to. He was broke. But then something strange happened. All his bills started getting paid off one by one. That didn't stop his desire to return to music. Not because he had to, because he wanted to. Still, his physical deficits weren't moved one bit. The dude really struggled to find his voice again.
Not just my voice, but all of my abilities. Everything's gone. If I can't even be a shell of myself, just let me die now. Why are you doing this to me?
I just want you to tell me what's going on with you. What's holding you back from moving forward?
You want to know?
Yes.
Really?
Really? Just tell me the truth.
I'm scared. I'm afraid. I'll never be anything to anyone, let alone myself.
Here's some more truth that you need to hear. You must find motivation from this fear. Don't wait, don't wait. Why am I the one still alive? Don't wait. Why am I lost in all my rage? All the dead faces will gladly trade places, so
He needed to let go of his past accomplishments and not judge himself against last month or even yesterday. He was never going to be the teen pop star he once was. He needed to let go of the past and adapt.
Day by day, he grew less angry, thinking about the good things that could happen, instead of everything that could go wrong. Not in a toxic positivity way, but in a form that acknowledges the ups and downs of life.
In the wake of finding ways to adapt around his physical deficits, things were also looking up emotionally for Brantaire. But there was still some unfinished business to address. That would come from another chance visit from his old friend, J-Dog McPhee.
Another day all alone. Another day on my own. say I'm doing great. As I see myself fade away, I put on a face like it's okay, but I'm the one who carries all this pain. Statistics mean nothing. Ain't that something? Who's there?
Hey, stranger.
You? Don't you have a concert to give or an album to record?
Just give me a chance, man.
You've done enough. And by enough, I mean nothing. Go away.
Come on, man. Just open the door.
I said, go away. Leave.
Brantaire. Come on.
Scram.
Seriously?
Go away.
Just open the door.
Leave. Can you just let me in, Brantaire? And as you stand before me, you're not the only one in pain. Acting like you didn't leave me behind. It's not like you think. From scan to scan, did you ever plan to visit? Tell me, friend, how does someone plan for this? Were you even gonna shoot a text to say hello?
Why do you have to be so insufferable? Just like when we were kids.
Ew. We all gotta die sometime, huh?
Sorry about that.
When I'm gone, you'll wish for one more day.
Even one with your worst on display. Just get your head out of your ass and open your eyes and take a look around. See that you were never really alone.
Just leave me here to die.
You're not dead yet. And don't you know it's always the darkest before the dawn?
Well, just how much darker can it get?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
You have no idea, do you? You don't know the truth.
It's okay.
All those bills paid. It was me. I never left your side, even if I wasn't there physically.
I see that now.
What was I supposed to do?
Maybe I have been so caught up in my own shit that I missed the world around me.
All of this is weird.
It's all in the past.
I'm sorry.
All that matters is now.
I'm sorry.
Come here.
And as odd as it may seem, it was at that moment that the friendship was repaired.
And here he is, back from the brink of death, to the stage for your entertainment, Brantaire.
Everyone in the crowd had been waiting for this moment.
We had no idea what was happening, but we were ready for it. We were waiting for the singing to start, but Bronterre was just standing there, lost in his thoughts, or perhaps freeing himself of them.
I've got something to say. We all have to die.
There's a quote from the poet George Eliot that fits this situation well. It goes, "It's never too late to be what you might have been." Now consider that George Eliot was actually a woman named Mary Ann Evans living in the 19th century, and you realise that working around the limitations placed upon you can get complicated.
The sun is downing and I'm burning. Fun is canceled still, hope is howling. Joy's back on the menu. Understand me, can you? So what to do? Seek the love, take that rest. Braving darkness, that's the test. Joy's back on the menu. Understand me, can you? So what to do? So what to do?
Here Bronterre was, and it was beautiful.
Seeing Bronterre at it again was something else. No matter what anyone said to his face, I don't think any of us thought he'd make a comeback.
I have to admit that seeing Bronterre on stage was simply blinding. Even if it was just momentary, everyone could see that people dealing with cancer are real people too.
But despite all the limitations Bronterre had adapted around, cancer does not care.
Up next.
She saved millions of lives. Her genes will be sent around the world and even into space. Research institutions will be named in her honor 50 years after her death. And billions of dollars have been made from a contribution she never knew she made. When Henrietta Lacks died of cervical cancer in 1951, neither she nor anyone in her family were told how she had made perhaps the single most important contribution to medical science. Her legacy would not only change how genomic research is done, but also redefine a code of ethics and change privacy rights for patients everywhere. This is the amazing and shocking story of a Black woman who made the world a better place. But no one knew who she was until decades after her death.
In the wake of Bronterre finding peace with his old friend and returning to the stage, he learns firsthand that living well and living are two different things.
Unfortunately, just because a patient can go many years without a recurrence, that doesn't mean everything is all okay. It can come calling again at any time, even during the holidays.
Hey kids, it's Christmas. Who wants to open some presents?
Check the halls out. This is Aunt Louise giving you a shout. Beating cancer is what this is all about. Eat some beets and maybe a trout. Wiki, 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 woo. Lucky for you, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Forget Tim Burton, my sweet brain tear. I'm the real Christmas nightmare.
For all the challenges Branterett learned to manage and work around, physiologically, he had run out of time. His decline over the next 6 months was just slow enough that only those closest to him really noticed.
Generally speaking, patients don't fake being sick. In fact, they usually fake being healthier than they are in order to put others at ease.
He could get out of bed and
put on a show in public for a few hours, but then he'd go home after and sleep for days. They say he's doing great, but I see him slowly fade away. Still living life in every way. He puts on a face like it's all okay. So I'm the one who carries all the pain. I'm the one living only when he lays. When he's gone, wish for one more day. Even one with all his worst on display. They say it's darkest before the dawn. But how much darker can it get? And yes, I'll probably survive. But this is like the longest goodbye.
Brantaire would take his final bow 6 years after his initial diagnosis at the age of 24.
For what he had, he actually made it much further than would be expected. Every person, not a case, is different. Statistics don't really mean that much for a lot of us, but it was only a matter of time.
My mind is blank. Yet I'm drowning in a flood of memories. It's everything all at once, yet nothing at all. I'm not really anywhere. I'm someplace else instead. I'm so tired. And I'm falling asleep. I know nothing is really over or complete. That comes for me. I have no more time. But still I move forward. Even as I die, just rest. That sounds nice. Have I done enough? It's for the world to decide.
like that, Brantaire was dead. I couldn't believe it. Brantaire was dead. And as sad as that was, I think his story, the way he lived as much as his music, brought so much meaning to my own life. We are definitely more than any illness or accolades. We are what we create and what we don't create. We are how we react to challenges.
Sure, his return didn't last long.
But it did happen.
No one can change that.